we are now trying to demonstrate an experiment, that is n by dynamic method. First let us go for the theory part. As you can see, aim of the experiment is to determine the rigidity modulus of the material of the given wire. So essentially what happens here, there is a bar with the two loads kept at equal distances from the center. We make it to oscillate. We essentially measure the period with the weights placed at different distances. Then you use this formula, n is equal to 16 pi lm x2 square minus x1 square by r to the power of 4 into t2 square minus t1 square to estimate the rigidity modulus n. So you know the theory, you have studied in theory. So let us go for the experiment now. So this is the arrangement. As you can see, ಅದನ್ನು ಎರಡು ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸೇರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡೋಣ. As you can see, this is the bar, a heavy bar, uniform bar, suspended at the center by means of a wire. The wire has a certain length which you measure, that is between the points where the wire is fixed to actually the point here. Idu tagobeku, this also actually becomes the length. Then you measure the diameter of this wire by means of a screw gauge. Now these two are the weights. You can first weigh them, both of them you weigh with the nuts here. Then take the average mass as the mass of each of these weights. Then you can place these two weights at equal distances from the center here. I am thinking I am ready. Now I will set the system to perform torsional oscillations. Don't twist like this. You have to allow the wire to twist and untwist by turning this slightly. You can turn it slightly. It performs oscillations because of the twisting and untwisting of the wire. You can have a pointer, otherwise you can start from some extreme. Let me start from that extreme. I have started my clock. From that extreme it has come back here, gone back. So it returns to the same point. That makes one oscillation. So a second oscillation. So similarly you straight away 10 oscillations. You measure the time taken for 10 oscillations. I measured the time for 5. Stop ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. Approximately I am getting 41 seconds. Now you can repeat it for concordant values. So with the same distance we can go for a second trial. Don't make the amplitude very large. Let it be moderate. So it should not stop oscillating before it completes 10. That's all. So this is making those torsional oscillations. In each case, you have the tabular column here. You can enter the distance x, time taken for 10 oscillations, first trial, time taken for 10 oscillations, second trial. Then you can average the time taken for 10 oscillations. If you divide by 10, you get the time period or time taken for one oscillation. So I am stopping it here. I am taking it that the two trials are done. Now what we do is we can loosen these screws. We can bring the body either closer to the center or you can bring it or take it away from the center. Now I have brought it closer, so I expect the time periods to shrink. So with the second distance, you note down the distance, again set the bar to perform torsional oscillations, measure the time taken for 10. We can repeat this experiment for three different distances x1, x2, x3, probably differing by 5 centimeters in each case. You may find then a significant change in the time period. Then you tabulate the results here as I have shown you in the table earlier. Then from the table choose any two distances x1 and x2 and the corresponding periods t1 and t2, and you can go back to your formula, substitute those values to calculate n. Since we have taken 3 trials, we can make 3 different combinations of x1 and x2. So we make 3 different combinations of x1 and x2, calculate n in each case. We can average out the value of n and then report it. We expect the rigidity modulus of the wire, because this is steel, to be approximately 8 to 10, or I can say 80 to 100 GPa, gigapascal. So that should be all. Thank you very much.